You know, we all know what it feels like. We know that feeling, that shrieking feeling of stepping into a room or stepping into an area. Maybe it's in a basement where there's not a lot of windows. There is no light in this room. And you know that feeling, that scary feeling of walking into an area and not being able to see until the moment where the light switch is flipped. And the light comes on and it lights up the room. And then we get that joy of being able to see, you know. And in John chapter 8:12, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. In John chapter 8, verse 12, it says, Jesus says, "For whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." I love this verse. This is where we get the name Lifelight from, is in this verse. And if you're like me, you've been in that situation where you haven't been able to see, or you haven't been able to see clearly. And if you're like my wife, she's usually stubbing her toe. She's notorious for stubbing her toe. But you've walked into that situation and you've had that feeling of, I can't see. And then the light comes on, and of course, you get the joy. You get the feeling of being able to see. And I think, you know, this message so rings true today as we're about to celebrate the 4th of July. I love the 4th of July, and it reminds me of Psalm 97. It says, "The Lord reigns, let the earth be glad. Let the distant shores rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround him. Fire goes before him and consumes his foes on every side. His lightning," this is the part that reminds me of the 4th of July, it says, "His lightning lights up the world. The earth sees and trembles." Man, I love that passage. And I picture like this black sky, sometimes whether it's storming out or we get those incredible rainstorms in the spring. I picture this black sky and this, you can't see anything. You can't even see the hand in front of your face. But then that bolt of lightning shoots across the sky and it lights up the world as if the darkness had never existed in the first place. And as we're out this weekend, as we're out this week shooting off fireworks, man, I love blowing stuff up. I love shooting off fireworks. I hope that's a reminder to you that, man, God desires to use us to light up the world. And as we see the fireworks happening all across the sky this week, God's desire, may it be a reminder to you that God's desire is to use you as his own personal fireworks to light up the world as if the darkness had never existed in the first place. So I hope you have a great week this week. Celebrate America. I love America. I love our great country that we get the blessing of living in. And I love the idea that Jesus wants to use you and Jesus wants to use me to light up the world.